Today I'd like to demonstrate how I upload a document from Pages to Google Drive, then from Google Drive to Google Classroom.
So here we are on Isabel's Pages home screen, and you might notice instead of a bunch of documents scattered around, she has 4 folders. It looks very neat and organized. Isabel, why do you keep it like that?
I like to stay organized and to save time in order for me to be more efficient and find things more easily.
That makes sense. So why don't you show us where the personal finance folder is?
Okay. I'm going to go to my starting point first.
Locations button.
I just controlled up, so now I'm rotoring
Documents.
down.
Search for documents. Text field.
Now I'm going to use my arrow.
Selected. Create document. British Lit. Rename British Lit. Food and Wellness. Personal Finance. Today. 7:41
And there
a.m.
it is. So I'm going to activate it.
Today. Opening Personal Finance folder. Personal
Now
Finance.
that we found the personal finance folder, Isabel is going to locate the document that she wants to upload. To do so, she can either arrow right several times, or what's a quicker way to find it, Isabel?
I could swipe up with 3 fingers.
Page 2 of 6. Page 3 of 6.
Okay, do you think you're close to the document now?
Yes, so now I'm going to tap the bottom half of the screen.
My resume. March 10, 2017.
And you went right to it. Okay, so how are you going to open
Double
it?
tap to open
I'll
document.
activate it.
Very
My
good.
resume. March 10, documents.
Okay, now that you found the document you were looking for, show everybody how you upload from Pages to Google Drive.
Okay, well my starting point is on document, so I'm going to arrow to more.
Undo. Format. Insert. More. Button.
I'm going to activate it.
More. Heading.
And the option I want is send a copy.
Elaborate with send a copy.
Now I'm going to
Send
activate
a, send a,
that.
send a copy.
All right, and
Cancel.
then we have
Button.
4 options on the format we'd like to choose: Pages, PDF, Word, or EPUB. Which 2 do you typically choose?
PDF and Word.
All right, and why would you use Word?
I like to use Word so that my collaborators can have an easier time editing the documents I send them.
Right, but we're not going to do any further editing to this, so you're going to use what?
I'm going to use a
Choose a
PDF.
format.
Okay,
Pages.
so go ahead.
PDF. Button.
And I'm going to
Selected.
activate it.
Send a copy. Cancel. Button.
All right, then we get our share window open, so go ahead.
Now I'm going to go to
Airdrop,
copy to
airdrop,
drive.
Message. Mail. Add to,
All
import,
right, so
copy,
we'll have
import
to
with plate,
arrow
import,
right
import
a
with
few
Chrome.
times
Copy to
here.
zip file viewer. Import copy to drive. Button. Drive
There it
alert.
is, so I'm going to activate
Selected.
it.
Drive on left.
Then it opens up the Drive app.
Alert. Save file
So what do we have to do
.pdf
here?
to account.
I have to
Yes.
arrow
Dot
right
Isabel.
to the
Dot names.
save.
Add.
Okay.
Save. Button.
Now I'm going to activate
Starting
that.
upload one of one uploading. Ellipsis. 0%.
Very good. Okay, Isabel has just uploaded her My Resume PDF, and we have a pop-up window here at the bottom. And Isabel, why don't you just go ahead and scrub that off for us? 2-finger scrub. There it goes.
Folders.
All right,
Folders.
and
Heading.
it takes us back to folders, so now you can rotor down to Files,
Files. Heading.
and arrow right to My Resume,
My resume 1 PDF.
And one more.
PDF. Modify. Actions menu.
and activate.
Actions.
Now that Isabel's accessed the Actions menu,
Send a
she's
copy.
going to
Open it.
just
Make a copy. Move.
arrow right to Move,
Close.
which will prompt her to select her
Select
My
My
Drive
Share with
folder.
me. My Drive.
And Isabel
Drive.
likes to
My
stay
Drive.
organized, so
Button.
she has several
My Drive.
folders here
Heading.
that you
Folders.
see.
I. Needs
One of them
class.
being Classroom,
Classroom.
and she has her
Classroom.
4
Back.
classes
Button.
for this semester,
Classroom.
and one of
Create
those
new
is
folder.
Personal
Search.
Finance.
British Lit.
So
Food and
she'll go
Wellness.
to that,
Personal Finance.
activate,
Personal Finance.
and from
Back.
here you
Button.
can just control down
Move here.
to
Button.
move here and
Move here.
activate,
Alert.
and
Move.
then a couple
Button.
right
Cancel.
arrows,
Button.
and then you
Button.
hit Move,
My resume 1 PDF moved to Personal Finance.
and
Button.
there you
Now
go.
that I've moved the document to my personal finance folder, I'm going to Command Tab back to Google Classroom, which I'd
Classroom.
previously opened
Personal Finance
already.
second block.
Okay,
Classroom.
and what
Menu.
rotor do
Button.
you want to be on for this page?
Containers.
Okay,
So now I'm going to rotor
Personal
down
Finance second block
once.
spring 2017. Dan
And I'm going
Chambers.
to activate.
Menu. Button.
Now I'm going to
Headings.
change it to headings.
okay.
Assignment. Dan.
And I'm
assignment.
rotoring
Dan
down.
Chambers. January.
right,
Assignment.
let's
Dan
find the
Chambers.
assignment.
January 4th edited January 4th. Done late. Assignment. Dan Chambers. January 4th edited Mar 9. Late unsubmitted. Do Mar 3. Goal. Plan.
And that's the
Resume
one we're
project.
looking
Follow the
for.
instructions
Yes.
in
And
the
your
attachment.
teacher said you could
Button.
submit this late for the purposes of this video, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we're on the assignment page, and Isabel is going to rotor down to attachments,
Heading.
and from there she can
Tap
scroll
delete.
right
Like, delete.
until she
Right, go
hears
forward,
Add
delete. Add
Attachment.
Add-
And fortunately,
Drive.
Drive is our first option, so you'll just
Drive.
activate.
Drive. Close.
And
My
like I
Drive.
said, you
Folders.
don't have to have
Heading.
all these folders, but
Classroom.
Isabel likes to
Folder.
stay
Modified
organized,
October
so she's
28th,
going to go to her
2006.
Classroom folder,
Classroom. Back.
and then
Button.
scroll down to her Personal
British Lit.
Finance
Check.
folder.
Food and Personal Finance.
And here it gets a
Personal
little
Finance.
tricky.
Back.
Instead of having to scroll 3
Employment business
times, or
2017.
arrow right 3
Page
times,
two
she's
of three.
going to just tap the screen, do a 3-finger swipe,
My goal
and then
plan and resume
arrow
project.
down to My
resume one
Resume.
PDF. Heading.
And now you see it's been
Turn
attached,
in. Button.
and VoiceOver takes us right to the Turn In button, and Isabel activates.
Turn in
Then
work.
she
Heading.
can just arrow right a few
Cancel.
times
Turn in.
until it gets to
Button.
Turn In,
Turn in. Back. Button.
and there we go.